teams. They're important, whether it's a spammy real knife or a sweaty empty gun. We've all been part of one in ULC. However, not all teams are the same. Some can be the worst and most infuriating thing to deal with, while some can destroy any skeleton that crosses its path without any issue. But what's the best team you can possibly have in ULC, you may be asking? Well, that's what I'm going to be telling you in this video. However, do note, a team has to be coordinated and cooperative to truly win most matches. And picking the best weapons won't land you with an instant victory. You need to know what your job as a certain weapon is, and how to help the team effectively, which I'll be covering in my 4 Dummies series. Let's get started. So what are teams? Teams are 3 Chara players working together to kill the Sans. These can be composed of tons of different weapons and characters, some better than others. Most of the time a good team is composed of 3 roles: the support, the rusher and the area denial. Examples of a team composition using these roles are Killer Knife, Golden Pan, and Horror Cleaver. However, not all weapons fit these categories. For instance, Horror Cleaver is a hybrid. It has potential to deny space for the Sans, but it is also viable to rush with it, making it versatile and a good pick if either the rusher or the area denial isn't pulling their weight. Snow Ring is also a hybrid, being decent at area denial with constant ice attacks, but also good as a support because of its steady stream of heals it can give their teammates. Now it's time to get on to what makes a good team. A good team really varies against to their fighting, but sticking with the 3 roles I have established in the last segment is a must for every team. For instance, let's take Hardtail. Hardtail is a combo character and most of the time has to be fairly up close and personal to deal a lot of damage. And due to his one shot being removed, he's weaker than ever. Because of Hardtail's great up close ability, rushers aren't really much of a problem for him. He has several options to keep weapons like Tough Glove and Horror Axe at bay. Although, Hardtail has an awful time dealing with weapons that possess ranged attacks, such as Empty Gun, Snow Ring, and Real Knife. Due to his lack of quick movement options, he can get destroyed by range attacks without any hope of fighting back. So when fighting Hardtail, the best team would be, for the support, OT Trident. Since Hardtail moves around the map a lot with Blaster Ride and Fire Grapple, OT Trident can help his team keep constant pressure on Hardtail. For the rusher, Empty Gun would be the best choice. Since 1, Empty Gun has slightly better range than all the other weapons, allowing him to go in for a hit without being punished by uppercut or fire grapple. For area denial, Trident with Patience is a no-brainer. You'll notice this with a lot of the teams I'm going to mention. But a Trident with Patience is basically doubling the rusher's effectiveness, since trapping the Sans in an enclosed space and blocking their blasters can allow a healer like Snow Ring to farm TP while staying safe from blasters. It can also allow Empty Gun to hit an easy lasso and lets them snipe the Sans without any risk of being hit with a close ranged attack. All of these factors combined make fighting Hardtail a breeze. If you build a team while considering the Sans' strengths and weaknesses, some weapons can be the best for one character, and the worst for another. To determine what the best team is, we will have to figure out the most versatile and effective composition of characters. First off, we will have to determine which rusher is the best choice in most situations. Then the support and then the area denial. I will also be considering hybrids. For the rusher, you have a lot of options, however I believe it only comes down to 3. Empty Gun, Tough Glove, and Real Knife. First let's start off with Tough Glove. Tough Glove is a great weapon for beginners not taking much skill to play due to the free counter and amazing mobility they have. Tough Glove doesn't need to rely on teammates to do their job effectively. Tough Glove is great against horrors since if you save your cooldowns you can pretty much ignore his hunger phase entirely by running. Tough Glove's hitbox is very small though, so that's a downside. Next is Empty Gun. As stated earlier, empty gun has more range than every other weapon, but requires more precise aiming to hit your shots. Empty gun has a limited amount of ammo before it has to reload, meaning it's not good for constant rushing. But however, it is really good at playing the slow game and slowly whittling down the Sans's stamina and HP bit by bit. It is also really good at surviving because of its role and really good at stopping the Sans's movement with lasso. Finally we have real knife. Real knife has a lot of ranged attacks, meaning it can stay back against characters like horror and still get some value. Although if you don't go aggressive with real knife you pretty much sabotage your team. Overall I think empty gun is the most versatile. Being able to keep up with a lot of fights and halt the enemy's movement is really good for a rusher weapon. And it pairs with our other picks nicely. For support, I think it's fairly obvious which one is the best. OT Trident, without a doubt, is the best support weapon. It can do a good amount of area control, while buffing teammates at the same time, and giving you insane jump height. Golden Pan and Snow Ring don't even come close to this kind of support. For area control, there is pretty much only one choice that makes sense. Trident, preferably with patience, as getting any chance in the patience ability leaves them open to both of your abilities and lets your rusher wail on them. This team is without a doubt the best for most matches. If you want a series on which teams counter which stances, tell me in the comments below. See you all next time and have a nice day.
I inked my pants. So wet. Hey, Chara, can you overwrite my inky winky? Can you overwrite my inky winky?